My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Hey, it's Carrie. We do what we want over here. We chill, we have open panel discussions, sing karaoke, play games, kick back, or whatever. Let's break the monotony.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Good morning. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the early crew. How are you guys doing? I see T. Daniel is in here. Good morning to you, T. Daniel. And I see Patricia Moore drop down in the chat as well. And I see a few more people are up there in the clouds listening. Feel free to drop down. It is not that serious. Okay. Good morning to everyone coming in. I hope you guys are doing good. It is December 9th, 2024. And every time I look at the date, I'm saying to myself, oh my God, we are approaching a new year. Okay. I can't wait for all this holiday stuff to be over. It is not necessarily my time of the year. No, I'm not a Grinch, but I cannot take the foolery that comes with it. Okay. I can't take the crazy that comes with it. Like, people don't seem to be thinking straight. The stress, the extra traffic on the road, the just all around crazy people. I don't, it's just a lot of stuff. But hey, enjoy yours. Don't let me stop you from having a good time. Now, I was being busy on the streets looking around to see what was going on, replaying a few lives that I missed. I was in the middle of Jay Dunn's live. But I guess I'll go watch the rest of it later on. I was redballing through Ness's. Um but that was about it. And then I was being busy looking at sevens and doing my, regular subscriber thing, checking a few community walls because it's the community walls for me. Okay. It's the community walls for me. And it just is what it is. Um, Shout out to those who are new to the channel. Welcome. I appreciate you for, hitting on the subscribe button. Shout out to those who have been here from the beginning. Okay. I got some folks who were here with me the very first day. I can remember my very first live. I was on vacation somewhere and I was there showing them the music and stuff. I think that's when I did my first live, I think. And I'm still seeing some of those people to this day in the chat. So, shout out to those people who were here from the beginning and shout out to the new folks. Okay. Hey, Cheryl Brown, good morning. So, we're just going to go right into the quiz, or should we chat a little bit first? Um, I don't know if much happened on the streets yesterday. It was still, just a few things I observed. Not gonna delve into it too much. One of the things that I observed while roaming the YouTube streets, well, let me say the area here that we frequent, is that somebody moved. Good morning, Mrs. 313. Somebody moved. And apparently Ness moved to another apartment. can't believe that this is something we're reporting as news. But you know what? Good for her. So maybe she wasn't at a desirable space, so she moved. Um, I remember that day when I don't know if you guys were watching that day when she was on her live and she was about to go somewhere and she went out and she was looking shocked or stunned when she got to her car. Well, now we find out that somebody was trying to break in her car. She was in a whole tenement situation, right? Child. Yeah, so apparently she moved. Um, so she was telling a little bit, well, from what I caught, because I just read ball through it. I didn't go through everything. I think I started at like maybe the 10-minute mark or thereabout. And from what I got, because this is pretty much how I prefer to get to hear my news. One, she moved. Two, I think she realized that hey, Bush baby, good morning. She realized that she needed to move. From that day when she went to her car shocked, she talked about the fact that when she got out there, because I know you guys remember that day when she was out there acting, shocked when she got to her car. So she found out that they were trying to steal her car. So when she got there, the casing was removed. They were playing around with the ignition and stuff. I think they were trying to steal the car but couldn't move it, like hot wiring that shit. So she did show a picture of that, and show the casing that was removed. She said they stole her work computer. Hey, Red Wings Hockey, good morning. Good morning, Noble. I'm just running through just like two or three things, and then I'm going straight to my quiz because that's really what I'm interested in doing in the mornings, to be quite honest. Um, so she said they stole her perfume, they stole her work computer, and then I think it was the next week or thereabout while she was trying to, make arrangements to get her car fixed. Um, Nick texted her and, showed her something that happened. And lo and behold, her car, which was parked, a dead tree, she said, dropped on her windshield. So, separate and apart from them trying to steal her car, and it didn't go well, dead tree dropped on her windscreen. She showed a picture of that too, and apparently she said the apartment was not liable for it, so they were not liable for maintaining the trees or something like that. So long and short of the story is she moved. We saw her bed. It has a headboard. I cannot believe we are reported on people who have headboards. This is crazy. This is great. Headboards are a given. But anyways, let me stop. So she has a new bed. She's very proud because she set it up herself, and it has a headboard, and the place seems to be a little bit bigger. So congrats on your move. Moving can be very stressful. So kind of happy for her that she got to move out of that situation, because apparently that wasn't necessarily a safe place that she was living prior. Hey, Caramel Latte. Hey, everybody coming in. I think I said hi to Red Wings and Noble. How about them Steelers? Red Wings is all about his sports in this early morning, okay? So that is pretty much what I got from that. I didn't go through it all because half of the times when I kept red balling through, I was hearing her playing somebody else's live, and I'm like, okay, cool. So that is what she's doing. Um, but guess what? Tida, I am not laughing. Tidana says it wasn't hard for it to be bigger. A click and a view says grand rising to everyone. Okay. Good morning to you, a click and a view. And yeah, so of course, in true beef sector style, she has a wish list, child. She says she has a wish list and she doesn't care what anyone says because she feels like she did something for herself and she's just gonna need little things like decorations and blah 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 blah. So that was that. I did hear that. And she says she's been doing better. She's been excelling at work and all of that good stuff. And that is where I ended. That I went over there to Jay Dunn. I was scamming through. Jay Dunn was pretty much I don't know what Lolo did. Man, I was tired, but Jay Dunn was playing a few messages there. She's like, this is the woman who at one of the messages that I heard was, of course, it was from TMO. Of course, this is Jay Dunn. Of course. What do you expect? Jaden has been around for years. What did he think was going to happen? So she talked a little bit about the whole situation with, people getting timed out over there by YouTube cameras and, the whole process, what happens. Hey, TC. Good morning. Let me see what T. Daniel says. She still hasn't got better with. Ooh, ooh, oh. This is what T. Daniel is. T. Daniel is my kind of girl, child. T. Daniel is what I was when I was a little bit younger. Straight to the point, straightforward, blunt, and all of those words. Okay. Yeah, so she has her wish list or is gonna post a wish list, you know how it is in True Beef Sector style. Um Let me see. So I got that, and of course, I was talking about Jay Dunn and the message she played of TMO, and she's pretty much one of them that stuck out to me because I wasn't, I was half asleep when I was listening to it. Was the fact that on election night, when the results and stuff, she played a clip of TMO trying to persuade um Jay Dunn to go live because Pasa is going to be doing it. Pasa is going to be doing it. So, uh, uh, she just wants to know if Jay Dunn is going to do one. And she's not trying to be messy. She's just asking questions and blah, blah, blah. But anywho, you better go over there by Jay Dunn to go see what was happening. I am going to watch the rest of it when I get off of here because room shake when I left it was room shaker on the panel, so I'm going to go back and watch the rest of it. I'm going to go watch it in 1.5, 1.75 thereabouts so I can see what else happened. Jay Dunn doesn't normally do those late night lives, so she was tired and said she had to get up by 6. So yeah, let me see. Brown's been horrible this year. Just wanted to give my salutations. I'm about to be on my day. Well, have a good day at work. Ooh, Noble. Let me be messy for a little bit. I heard somebody yesterday was still adamant. No, I'm not going to say it. Let me not. I want you to have a good day at work. I'm not going to be messy. Have a good day at work today, Noble. Okay? I am not going to do that. Mm-mm. Uh, yeah, so I heard those two. What else? Now let me ask you guys a question. Yet, what were the topics for yesterday? We were over here chilling, and shout out to Ronnie Q. Ronnie Q came over here and talked to us about something that was happening with or something that happened with Lovely, and she shared the link, and it is quite interesting. I don't know. You know what? Let me play my game. Yeah, I'll just leave it be, Noble. I want you to have a good day, actually. Okay? Shout out to all of the early crew and those who are here. Let's start our day. I was trying to find a picture so we didn't have to do too much work this morning. Like those pics, and then we'll try to figure out what those pictures mean. I can't find any of those again. So we're just gonna do a boring one today. Well, I don't want to call it boring, but here we go. Let's go to this because I was feeling myself getting messy. So I am going to my games. I think the chat is done. Okay. I was just feeling myself getting messy. And I just thought about something, and I think I'm gonna go off on, and I don't want to do it. Okay, so let me go to this game here real quick. It's too early. All right, so let's go to the first one. It says, which ancient civilization built the pyramids? And this is easy. Ooh, TC was quick on the draw. Oh my god. Come through, TC girl. Ow. Yeah, it's 5:21 in the morning. Yeah, we're playing games. Get used to it. Okay. This is how I choose to start my mornings. It's, not what you'd expect, but hey, let's go to the next one. Who painted the Mona Lisa? And who knows that? Let's see. Who painted the Mona Lisa? Come through, art students. Come through, history students. Okay. Come through. Come through for those who did that at school. Man, I wish I had pursued art. I would probably be doing, Man, I wish I could find the time. I love doing landscapes. That's the only thing I could do well. I'm not the best at drawing and those other stuff and shading and all of that. But I'll whip up a good landscape. I'll do like good mountains and trees and stuff. And I sometimes feel like I did not make use of the little talent that I had or have. Maybe if I could, get back into it, I'll do. Man, I need time. I need time. Oh, look at clicking of you talking about Wycliffe. Haha. Not Wycliffe. Picasso, Red Wings came through late. Red Wings. I'm gonna take the red ball, drag that red ball that you have on the video and bring it forward because you're a little bit behind. And this was like yesterday. You frustrated someone yesterday. They blocked you. I don't even think you know they blocked you because you were typing away in the chat and you were answering stuff that we went like 10 minutes were gone. And you were just answering them after 10 minutes. And you were way behind in the live stream. So I'm just going to say, go ahead and drag that red ball forward. Okay, drag that red ball forward so you can, be, with the chat. Let me put it that way, okay? I don't know, TC. I'd be so busy. I could barely find time to do stuff. And I think I would have to do like I think I would have to have like access to, someone to like help me and, cuz I stopped doing art all the way in high school and I'm getting old now. So I would have someone to like I would need probably let us say maybe 3 weeks or something, like a little touch up or whatever. Because I really enjoy painting, to be quite honest. And I feel like I'm wasting my time, wasting, you know, one of my talents, you know. That's what I feel like, and it feels like I've not been doing stuff that I should be. Especially, I cannot tell you the last book. Well, no, I can because I read a book about 2 weeks ago. I was about to say I don't read anymore like I used to, and like those stuff since I started. You know what? I need to do better. I went off on a tangent. Let me come back. All right. Who painted the Mona Lisa? And the answer is Leonardo da Vinci. Who said it? Come through, Noble. Come through, Noble. Okay. Oh, good morning. Life is good. Life is good, says Picasso. Uh-uh. Yeah, I need to get an art teacher or something, to do like, a few weeks and then I'll be back on track, the basics. Cause every time I have like bought the supplies and they stayed until I had to throw them out. I like or give them away and stuff. Hey, Love Blake, good morning. And you see the stuff and you keep saying, oh, one day I will, and then that one day passes and then years pass and you haven't painted shit. And I just cannot be bothered. Oh, me just can't bother. Me can't be bothered. Anywho, let's go. Next one. In which sport do players use a shuttlecock? In what sport do players use a shuttlecock? Does anybody know? What's the answer for this one? Does anybody know? In what sport do players use a shuttlecock? I think I have two sports questions in there, so let's see what happens, okay? Do you hear the music? I just clicked on the music, but I don't hear it. Okay, badminton, hockey. Okay, they've been typing fast, so it didn't come through. Let's see what happens. Hold on. The answer is dum 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 badminton. Okay, so I'm seeing where Click and a View got it, Love Blake's got it, Noble got it. Definitely not Hockey Red Wings. You right, Click and a View. TC said pickleball. TC, do you know I don't know what that is? Soccer, according to Life is Good. Football, as I call it. Okay, Life is Good is like, oh, okay. Racket sport, according to Patricia Moore. Boom. Let's go to the next one. Can you guys hear me? Because I don't even know if my audio is okay. Let me see. Oh, you used to play that at your family reunions? Okay. You love pickleball? I don't understand. Hold on. Well, in the meantime, shout out to those who are, kicking it back with me in the early morning. This is what we do in the mornings, guys. And otherwise, from that, we'll be talking our mess.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Hey, it's Carrie. We do what we want over here. We chill, we have open panel discussions, sing karaoke, play games, kick back, or whatever. Let's break the monotony.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Okay. Okay, cool. Here we go. So let's go to this one. Let me go back to the chat real quick. Okay, the sound is good. Thank you for letting me know. The audio is good. Thank you guys. Okay, let's go. Which sport uses the terms spare and strike? Let me see who knows it. Let's go. Spades. Okay, we got one answer so far. Love Blake says bowling. So we got two answers so far. Come on, guys. Red Wing says bowling. TC says bowling. Okay, we got only two sports questions, I think. Yeah, we only got two. Life is Good says bowling. Okay. Well, okay, let's go. Let's see if you're right. Hold on. Boom. Okay. Come through Life is Good. Come through Red Wings. Come through TC. Try again. Click in the view. Come through Love Blake. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. Social phobia is the fear of what? What is social phobia? What does that mean? What is it? When you hear of the term social phobia, what fear does it refer to? Let's go. Let's see who knows the answer. Come on. Now you actually have options, okay? Ooh, they're taking their own sweet time. Ooh, she said D. Okay, we got one answer so far. Okay. Is it the fear of shellfish? Is it the fear of having to wait long? Those long waits. Is it the fear of having a stepmother? That's dumb. Is it the fear of being evaluated negatively? So is A, B, C, or D? Okay. Change those bullet points. That's A, B, C, or D. So far we see TC says being evaluated negatively. A Click and a View says B, long waits. Life is Good says, I think it's D. Okay, and Patricia says D also. So let's see who is right for this one. It is the fear of being evaluated negatively. And I think a few people are going through this over here, social phobia. Okay. Especially those who are too engaged in social media. Child, in this world we are in today, everybody is worried about what everybody else is thinking about them. And gone are those days when, people are just around parents or family members who, were there to just encourage them and let them feel good about themselves and, speak words of wisdom to them. I don't know. Camp Me says disorderly attitude. Red Wing says, I got a question. What sports actually allows the players to fist fight and drink beer afterwards? I knew you would come with a hockey question, okay? Camp Me came with her own answer, okay? So the answer is, in fact, being evaluated negatively. I wish I would care. And people hear me say this. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I'm tired of saying it. But it's just something you have to just reassure yourself sometimes that everybody is human. Everybody got their own problems. Everybody goes through their own things. Everybody may be at different levels in life. Everybody makes their own choice as to where they want to be. And things happen. But at the same time, I'll be damned. I will be damned. My mom, my parents, I talk about my mom mostly, but they would be so disappointed in me if ever they heard I was out here worried about what people thought of me. They would not think that that's the person they raised. You know what I mean? You got to raise your children to understand that they do not have to belong in any crew, group. They do not need others to make them feel like they are somebody. And I see it here. Some people are in adults now, pushing 50, pushing 60, and are still here battling with strangers, battling for your life to be accepted. If your parents had taught you that shit from you were younger, you would never be here pushing your 50s and 60s, wanting people to like you and worried about if anybody is cool with you. That is so childish to me. And it's mostly the ones who are older than I am that I see doing that shit over here. Just want to belong somewhere. Just feel the need. Just has this fear of missing out. Fear of, not being a part of the in crew. Like, girl, bye. Boy, bye. Let me keep moving because I went off a while ago and I wasn't looking at the screen. Let me come back. Okay, so the next question is, what do you call a bear with no teeth? What do you call a bear with no teeth? Come on, lighten up for this one. Don't think too hard. What do you call a bear with no teeth? What do you call a bear with no teeth? I bet I'm going to see some. Cammy says, I didn't hear the choices. I'm with it now. Okay. Cool. Miss Queenie dropped down. Ow. Miss Queenie dropped down and she's like, a gummy bear. Okay. Love Blake says, a beer mouth. Okay. Red Wing says, a hockey player because they knock their teeth out with that is a rough sport. You hear me? I am convinced that some of these men are just angry who play hockey. Ciao. TC dropped down. TC says, a gummy bear. Okay. What's the answer? Let's look at it real quick. So the answer to that is a gummy bear. So TC, come through. Miss Queenie, come through. Okay. A bear with no teeth. It's called a gummy bear. And let's go to the next one real quick. The next one says, a girl fell off a 20-foot ladder. She wasn't hurt. How is that so? A girl fell off a 20-foot ladder. She wasn't hurt. How? How, Sway? Patricia says, I'm going with gummy bears. Okay, Patricia. Patricia says, okay. All right, so a girl fell off a 20-foot ladder. She wasn't hurt. How? Does anybody know? Knock, knock. Does anybody know? Ooh, let me knock my headboard. It's a celebration of headboards for me. Okay, YouTube is a wonderful place. You hear me? This beef sector here, it is hilarious. You hear me? Okay, Love Blake came with an answer so far. Love Blake says the ladder was laying flat. That's a good one. Love Blake. Let's see if anybody else has another answer. A girl fell off a 20-foot ladder. She wasn't hurt. How? And so far, only Lovebird has an answer. Okay. Eclectic Soul says, I love that you provide different content. Well, thank you, Eclectic Soul. I appreciate that. Patricia Moore says, a mattress. A mattress. Ooh, I pronounce it like the Jamaicans do. Oh, hold on. Let me go. Let's go. How do you a match? Oh Lord, child, that word there. A mattress. A mattress. Whatever, mattress. How do you pronounce it? The fuck? A mattress. Oh, whatever. I might not pronounce. This is not good. I can't go down like this. Hold on. Patricia Moore says a mattress was under it. Okay. So we got two answers so far, and I'm seeing that only Patricia is trying to figure this shit out. People are scratching their heads up there in the clouds. Listen, anybody can answer. It is not that serious. Why do people take YouTube that serious? Child, drop down and type the freaking answer in the chat. It is not that serious. Okay. Oh. Okay. So Patricia says, hold on. Wait. Love Blake says the ladder was laying flat. Okay. Patricia says there was a mattress beneath the ladder. The other people in the chat are the clouds. They don't know and they're waiting for the answer. So I'm just going to go ahead and click next. I'm in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. She fell off the bottom step. Life is good, said someone caught her. Okay, Miss Queenie, have a wonderful day. Miss Queenie, you don't have to put the word need before coffee now. Miss Queenie, you'd want some coffee right now. You'd like to have some coffee in the morning. Once you say need, once you put need before any substance, it becomes a what? An addiction, maybe a bad habit. Well, some people need their coffee to put a pep in their step in the mornings, I guess. But then it'll be the need for caffeine. It'll be the need for sugar. And that is why when I got folks that I'm cool with, because not everybody takes your message very good. Like in real life, I tell them, you don't put the word need before you say you're going to smoke. Just say I'm going to smoke. Don't say I need to or I got to. Say you want to or say I'm going to. But you never need to smoke. It's never a need. There's a difference between a need and a want. That's what I tell people who I'm cool with in real life. Okay. Because you don't want your brain to tell you that this is a necessity, especially if you're trying to get yourself off of it after a while. Your brain is always going to be telling you, I need. All right. Hey, Kaki, good morning. I keep calling you by your old name. Hey, So Baron. Okay, let's go to the next one. And I think I'm at my last two. So let's go. I can barely see this one. Let's go. Grandpa went out for a walk and it started to rain. He didn't bring an umbrella or a hat. His clothes got soaked, but not a hair on his head was wet. How is this possible? So let me read it again. Hey, Jill. Jill says, I need mines, okay? She says, I feel cranky. Jill is like, I needs my coffee, okay? All right, so Grandpa went out for a walk and it started to rain. He didn't bring an umbrella or a hat. His clothes got soaked, but not a hair on his head was wet. How is this possible? Does anybody know the answer to this one? Ooh, Camp Me is behind in the chat. Camp Me, you're going to have to hold on to that red button in the video and drag it forward so you could be, where we are in the live stream. You're a bit behind because you're answering to a question that we had prior to this. I think, maybe. Oh, hold on. You're probably typing too fast. Let me see what's going on here. So Baron says, a baldy. TC says he is bald. Cammy says B, but we'll wait to see what happens. Okay, back in the clouds. I hope you have a good day today, Jill. Patricia Moore says maybe he had a plastic bag on. Okay. Cammy. Okay. Red Wings Hockey says get under a bridge. I'm not sure. Red Wings. Okay, Jill. He had Camp Me says he has no hair. Okay, so we got some answers. We got some answers. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, so let's see what the answers. Patricia Moore says a bald head. That's good. Life is Good says he didn't have hair. Okay, so we got some answers so far. Who is correct? If you typed in the chat anything to the effect that he is bald, you are right. Okay. Ow. Good job. Grandpa is bald. Not a hair on his head was wet. Okay. He was soaked. He forgot his umbrella, but not a hair on his head was wet. That's because Grandpa did not have not one strand of hair on his head. He was a baldy. Okay. Guess what, guys? That's the last of it. We didn't do a lot this morning, but we did enough to start our day, right? Right? We did enough to start our day, right? We okay. We did enough to start our day, right? And I enjoy doing these things in the early morning, start our day right before we go into the mess in the streets. Because we do love to watch a little mess. Come on, it's entertainment. You watch mess on TV too when you watch movies or whatever stuff you watch. So it's cool. But we just want to start our day off like this. Okay? And that's it. You are welcome, TC. So Byron, did you get any? I think you did. You got the previous one. Let me see what Red Wing says. If you're riding a motorcycle and it rains, get under a bridge. I'm bald by choice. You're a special person in this. Let me rephrase it. You are an interesting chatter, Red Wings. Okay. Red Wings is an interesting chatter. You hear me? Ooh. And yesterday, I was over there by let me take this down. And I think this music gets annoying after a while. I like it, it's calming, but then sometimes it messes with you, okay? All right, let's go. I was going through am I still subscribed? Have a good day today, Red Wings. I don't know if I'm still subscribed to Peaches McIntyre. But let me look. Cause I still get updates. Ooh, I am still subscribed. I thought I had unsubscribed from her, but I'd still be getting her in my feeds and stuff. And I remember maybe a year or two ago, I was watching Peach McIntyre and she was talking about how they were cleaning and stuff. And she showed how she cleans her toilet bowls in her home. And it grossed me out. And I'm like, I am unsubscribing right away. She shows that she washes her toilet bowl by putting her hands in it. She puts soap or whatever inside and she has her washcloth and she just does her thing in there. Hey, Madison, good morning. And I could not for the life of me understand why she didn't think it was okay to use a toilet brush cleaner. Like, come on. And then she'd be using the toilet bowl as a bucket or as, a wash pan or whatever you call it. And she would be putting her hands in it and she'd be washing the outsides and she'll be putting her hand in the soapy water that she made in the toilet bowl and she wiped around all the areas of the toilet. And I'm like, who does that? I have never seen anything like that a day in my life. Good morning, Joyce. Good morning, Madison. I have never seen anything like that a day in my life. So I was like, I'm going to unsubscribe from this girl. I didn't end up doing that. That is like me saying for the past 3 years or more that I'll be getting taking my cable off. And I haven't. Okay, cuz I don't watch it anyways. So anywho, so I was, scrolling through and checking my community walls and stuff. And what I saw yesterday Immediately, I said to myself, this woman is playing with us. So on her community wall, she typed this. And I'm going to see if she took it down. Let me see if she took it down. I think she took that shit down. She took that shit down. Oh my God. Girl, you took it down? Oh no, here we go. I'm going there to read. Yeah, it is nasty. It is really nasty what I saw her doing. And to her, she was doing a good thing. Her bare hands in there and everything with a wash towel and scrubbing inside of the bowl, scrubbing outside of the bowl, around the bowl, to the back of the bowl, you know, external, internal. And I'm like, this girl has got to be kidding me. They make brushes for that. But anyway, so I was over there by Peach McIntyre's page, and I saw that she wrote this on her community wall. She said, "Today started off like a normal day. I woke up, brushed my teeth, went to Starbucks and got a pineapple refresher, ordered my 7 kids 4 pizzas from Papa John's, and then I went to Publix to get drinks for our home with my only daughter, Gorgeous." Okay? So she wrote that. She says, "It was normal until the sales associate at Publix asked me where should she put the last case of water in my husband's truck." So she's saying she drove her husband's truck to Publix, to get her stuff done, get her, pizza and whatever. And I looked in the back seat to see an open condom wrapper in the door with the condom missing. My heart instantly dropped into my stomach. The sales associate kept saying, "I hope it's all right. I hope it's all right." A few moments earlier, she had just told me that my truck was beautiful and she couldn't believe I could drive something so big. I stated proudly, "It's my husband's. I bought it for him as a gift a few years ago." Now I'm sitting here in shock, crying, snot booger tears. Okay, so this is Peach McIntyre. So she was showing us the magnum that was opened. She has it in her hand. She took a picture of it and everything. So when I went to the comments, of course, everybody was doing their own thing in there. Here goes some of the comments. This is Peach McIntyre. She is pregnant right now with twins, a set of twins. And there have been so many times that she has packed his clothing up, packed them in his car. She has gone down to the so-called courthouse. She's going to file a divorce. She takes us with her on her journey. And then bam, she's back with the guy in his bed. There have been so many times she claimed they were not together. She would do everything to not have him in the camera, in the view, in the shot. And then when we look, we see him there. So she be lying, saying she's not with him anymore. He cheated on her, blah, blah, blah. And this is the final straw. And then she keeps going back and having more children with him. She just barely had another one. I don't even think the other one got to a year old just yet. Or maybe just did. I don't know. But that's a baby. You hear me? Good morning, Sophia's Oasis. I'm here talking about Peach McIntyre, child, with what she typed on her community wall. And then, of course, she showed some video clips too, because um, and then I went and watched one of her videos, her shorts, where she was there questioning her husband, asking him what happened. And he was like, "I didn't do nothing. I don't know how that got there." He's like, he didn't know how the empty condom wrapper got there. So I don't know. And so all of those other videos that she was showing about how her husband loves her and blah blah blah, what happened now? Because he claimed he went on Friday to get the car washed and all of that good stuff, and then come Sunday there was a whole condom wrapper in there, and she's just gonna be mad at him right now, but then she's gonna go right back. I am not about to play with anyone. Some of the people in the comments were saying, well, at least he wrapped it up. Well, that's a good and a bad thing. More so bad than good, because I don't play about my sexual health. So I'm like, yeah, you're not gonna child. But anyways, here goes some of the comments in the chat. They're saying, "This is what happens when you pay a man to love you. Now go and make a video talking about your mother to make yourself feel better. I'm gonna skip over my comments because I did comment over that shit. Okay. And somebody says, on the bright side, maybe the girl he's cheating on you with can give him money and take care of him so you don't have to. Because a lot of people have been clowning her, saying that she's the one taking care of him. She's the one with the drive and the motivation to do stuff to make money. And he's just, there living and he doesn't want to work. But then the thing is, I could have sworn she was the one who made him stop working. Didn't Peach make her man stop working? Didn't he have like a car wash or something like that? And she wanted him to stop working so he could do social media stuff and make money. Man, you should never take away a man's independence. He is not interested in doing all of that with a phone pointed in his face all the time. Nuh-uh. Somebody typed in the chat, in the comment section, I thought he was allowed to cheat. Didn't you say in one of your most recent vlogs, if daddy cheated, he didn't mean it? Therefore, you're a good child. Stop tripping. He didn't mean it. So does she walk around saying that if he cheats, he didn't mean it? So that means he didn't mean it. Take what you take it. And a lot of people are also saying that what she's doing right now, she's doing it for clicks and views. Like, just like right now, how many people have been returning for the Christmas season? How many people have been turning it up on their channels because it's the holidays? How many people have been doing that? How many people who claim they've left the beef sector are still returning and trying to light some shit up so their names can be back in the streets? It's all a game for some people. You hear me? And they have to do whatever they think is possible or enough for them to make some money. That's what they're doing. It's all for the holidays. It's to get some traction around the channel. It is for people to come, leave their comments and watch the videos and scrutinize the videos and stuff. She had these videos. She was there even saying she was trying to hold it in because her daughter was there when she found the condom wrapper and stuff. And it was just a lot going on. If it's for real, I know it can be really hard. If you find out your man is cheating or your husband is cheating. But hello, if you continue to excuse what he does all the time, what do you think is gonna happen? You excuse it all the time. Anywho, so I'm done talking about that. Did you notice that didn't you see the video that I played the other day of this lady who kept walking around, had her husband wearing this sign that says, I'm a cheater, I've been cheating for 2 years. Do you guys remember that? She found out that her husband was cheating. Hold on, let me see something. She found out that her husband was cheating. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. If not, I think I deleted that. She found out that her husband was cheating, and she had him walking around in the mall and all over with a sign saying that, he's been cheating for 2 years. And if they wanted to ask questions, they could. Now, do you think I would ever be with someone and they cheated and I have them walking around in a sign to supposedly humiliate them? Girl, bye. I found out you're cheating. It's a done deal. You are not going to stick that shit in me again. Okay? Well, stick anything in me again. You will never, ever be forgiven. You were doing it. They actually planned on having a second child. And the whole time she was pregnant, the whole time she had the baby, he had a whole relationship going on and she found out about it. And she had him walking around the mall and all over in public with a sign. Like, girl, you think you're embarrassing him? Oh, hell no. You wanted it to go viral. Well, of course it did. But at the same time, you can't stop that man from cheating again. If he wants to do it, he's going to be more discreet this time. And if he could have a whole different relationship going on while staring you in the face every day, he made a conscious decision to be in a whole nother relationship. I am not having any conversation with you We are done. I am not taking your ass. I am not taking you back. Stay with whoever you were with. You are not, chances are you were there sticking it in raw dog in her. Oh, hell no. There is nothing to discuss. There is no apologies to be heard. It's you are going to walk or I'm going to walk. I am not sitting around in no foolishness. You hear me? Let me see what crazy stuff Red Wings type because he's known for that. Let me see. I cheated before on an ex, but I cheated because oh, here we go. Because there goes that word because. Listen, if you are with someone and you're committed to someone, there is no because, there is no but, there is no it was only one time. There was no it was an accident. I don't even think I should read the rest of it. But well, let me read it anyway. I cheated before on an ex, but I cheated because I couldn't communicate with her. Well, Red Wings, if you couldn't communicate with her, you go find someone who you could communicate with. Why still be with her and then go cheat? If it's not working out, it's not working out. It wasn't about the sex at all. Oh, yeah, right. Right. Yeah. And the sky is not blue. Okay. Let me see if YouTube cameras is live as yet. I think she's been coming on late or oversleeping or something. Maybe she's tired. Where is YouTube cameras? She's not live as yet. Listen, there is never ever no real reason to cheat, Red Wings. Okay. Let me see if YouTube cameras has a live scheduled. Is that lady sleeping over there? YouTube cameras. Let me see if she has a live scheduled. No. Listen. If you are going to be with someone and you cannot communicate with them or you feel like, you need you're not it's just not working out for you anymore, say that to the person, communicate that to the person. So if you guys can work on whatever you need to, you do that. If not, you go your merry ways. Why then would you put another person in the equation? Why? Just let it go. If the relationship is not working out, let it go. And this is how relationships get toxic sometimes, and people be hating each other and stuff and doing stuff to hurt each other. It's best if you both come to a conclusion that, you know what, this is what I don't like. This I don't like this, communicate that, or in this case, if you can communicate with the person, you let them know you gotta go because you want to be happy and you want for that person also to be happy. You don't introduce a whole another human being into the relationship. I don't got time for that shit. I can be a very mean girl. Listen, you do not add. If you are having problems with just two of you, you do not add a third person to the equation. That's the point I'm trying to make. You're supposed to subtract before you add. You're supposed to subtract. You hear me? Just let it go if it's not working out. Let me see what Red Wing says. Let me drop this link too if anybody wants to chime in on this whole thing about being in a relationship and still. I am not sticking around with anyone who I even in the least bit think you are stepping out on me. If I sniff you wrong, girl, listen, do not play with me. Matter of fact, you won't even get the chance to play with me, I tell you that. I'm a different breed, okay? Let me read this thing because I'm getting upset for no reason. Let me read this thing. Let me read this thing real quick. Okay. In a 7-year relationship, I was always told not to do this or that. My lady was controlling. Did you relinquish control to her? Is that what you did? Okay, let me read this thing before I start commenting. Hold on. In a 7-year relationship, I was always told not to do this or that. My lady was controlling. I went to her and said I cheated. Stop being so controlling of me. I made a mistake. but I hate how some women feel they can control me. Well, Red Wings hockey, you can only be controlled if you allow yourself to be. Okay? If you have been an independent person prior to meeting that person, how then can you give them that power over you? How? You gave up your own control voluntarily. You gave it up. You relinquished it to her. But because if you stood on business in the first instance when you noticed she was controlling, or you made her know from the jump that, listen, you are not going to control me. You sat there for 7 years and took listen to me. If you are a man, if you are an adult and you know yourself, how are you going to get in a relationship with someone and see the red flags or notice that they're a controlling person and you don't say anything about it in the beginning of the relationship? You don't put your feet down or your foot down in the beginning of the relationship. And then later on you're going to complain that they're controlling. Nah, you gave in, you relinquished your power. It's supposed to be an even thing when you get in a relationship with someone. It's mutual respect. You were told one not. So you went into the relationship wanting a parent. You got yourself a parent, not a lady. You did not have a spouse. You had another version of your mom or dad or somebody or your aunt or something. You don't give over your power to people like that. Are you crazy? I wish I'd have anybody control me. I am a stubborn as a mule. Well, no, sometimes I am. But let me not say. I am not going to say it, but listen. You do not go in a relationship and relinquish your power, forget who you are, and then when you get lost in the sauce, you then start to complain about how bad the person is. You saw it, you knew it. The red flags must have been there. Some things must have happened, and you must have been able to see certain things. So, her being controlling was nothing new. You gave in. And then you're going to complain and act like she's the worst person. Nah, you allowed that to happen. I am sorry. I made a mistake, but I hate how some women feel they can control me. Well, sometimes people take niceness for weakness. It happens a lot all the time. But those are the people you should be wary of. I'll tell you that. Um, yeah. I am never ever going to be in a controlling relationship. You may have some people who, they may be a little bit more organized or like things a certain way. I get that because that's their personality. However, when it reaches the point of disrespect, you got to tell them you can't cross the line. I was with someone who was, well, not controlling, but liked to get stuff done, very organized. And I like that, so like you would allow them to do certain things, very meticulous and stuff. That's okay. But to the point where you think you're going to tell me how to move, when to jump, nobody has ever done that and will ever do that to me. And I sit like a dog or, waiting on you to tell me to jump so I can ask you how high. You have got to be kidding me. Never, ever going to happen. You hear me? And that is why it can't happen on here. Nobody tells me what to do. Nobody tells me what to do. Nobody tells me what to do. We can come to an agreement or something, but you don't come on here. I got my parents are still alive, and I don't listen to everything my mom tells me to. So I don't know how on earth I'm gonna have somebody I met come tell me what to do. Or some strangers on YouTube for that matter tell me, you have got to be kidding me. Good morning, Miss LA. Happy Monday to you. I didn't make a mistake. I just slipped into another woman's arms. Well, there you go. Well, I hope it made you happy. Because then you You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But never give up control of yourself when you get into a relationship. There's a difference, man. Being submissive is one, and people take submissiveness in different ways, I guess. Uh-uh. I don't know. Mm-mm. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I could give over all my power like that. Uh you can be with people who have dominant traits, but it doesn't mean you're gonna just become their child and they talk to you any type of way and all of that. There's nothing wrong with being assertive and stuff, but I ain't your child. I am never going to be in a relationship where anyone thinks they are going to tell me what to do. Okay? You can look at you. I am not buying anything. Hold on. You have been tempting me all of yesterday, and I put a few things in my basket, but I am not. You are not going to do this to me. And stop sending me reminders too. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not. I know a man should be the leader, and stuff of the household and whatever. But I'm not gonna agree on everything you say. There's nothing about you dominating me. I'm not to be dominated. Okay. I'm laughing when I say dominated because Rex came on here one day and say he's a dominate. I'm dominating. I don't want. Rex, are you in the cloud? I bet you're in the clouds. I bet you're in the clouds, Rex. He says he's dominant. Okay. Ooh, Red Wings Red Wings says real talk. I'm submissive. I will give my paycheck to my wife, but on the other hand, don't fight with me because I stay. Ooh. We learned something today. Okay. So you are a submissive, but then you're gonna call the people controlling. But you are the one who wants to be submissive. Oh my God. TC says the word submissive has always been interpreted incorrectly. It is taken out of context and it is sometimes spun for control purposes. Yeah, it has always been an issue because everybody interprets the whole idea of being submissive differently. You know, is it the same as dominance? You know, I don't know. Like I could never be in one of those have one of those dominant partners. Uh some people much prefer to support, you know, and allow the other person to, you know, make all the decisions and stuff, you know. Maybe we should talk about this one day. Would you be in a submissive relationship? Do you think that would work for you? Or would you prefer to be in a relationship where both respected each other and there is a balance between the two? Would you like to be with a partner that is more assertive and oh Lord, why I should probably ask, why do people get in relationships and be okay with being submissive? Is it because they want to feel like a sense of security? What is an FLR? You better teach me. What is an FLR? I got TC in the back. Let me make sure it's her. You better teach me. What is an FLR? Because I need to know that. Hey, TC, is this you? Good morning.
It is I. Good morning.
Hey, TC.
Good morning. How's everybody? Good morning to the chat. Happy Monday.
Let me hear what you got to say about this submissive thing.
Yeah, right? And far be it for me to give any, and I mean any advice or recommendation, but I do have a little take on the word submission in terms of, the usage of it. and I think Red Wings pointed it out very well. Both can be submissive. I don't think it's just a one way street. Sometimes, and people always ask, they'll say, "Hey, Carrie, are you a leader or are you a follower?" Well, there are times that you lead, and there are times that you follow. And anybody who has any kind of maturity and intelligence, they will say, "Oh, I'm both, not just one, not the other, but both." So it's the same thing with submission. A man can be submissive to his wife, and a wife should be submissive to her husband. And there are times when they're submissive. As I was growing up, my father was very good at certain things. Very good. My mother wasn't good at other things. You know what I'm saying? My father was an excellent cook. He was the cook. My mother was a baker. So we had both. You dig what I'm saying? And that's just a very, very small scale. Financially, like stock wise, investment and things of that nature, my father down pat.
Hold on one second. T Daniel,
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
you?
Yep. Hey,
Okay, cool. Good
TC.
morning.
Hey, good morning. All right, T Danielle, that's what's up. Okay, good. Because if it was somebody else, I was getting ready to leave quickly.
Well, me and
Girl.
you both, because I don't have anything to do
I'm
today.
not doing it in 2025, at least the end of 2024 right now, and on to the break of dawn. I'm
Well,
not
what did I
I'm not
say?
coddling. I'm not coddling nobody. I don't want to be around people I don't want to be around. And
Hmm.
this is your wonderful I'm still be here. But when some people come up, I'm out. I'm done. I'm not doing it. People need to
And
go
see,
get a
I'm not
couch.
even going to disappear. I'm just not going to respond. You
Okay.
will get no energy from me.
True.
Like
True.
you did
That's see,
yesterday.
that's it.
Like I
And
do
that's
all
good.
the time. And Carrie, it's not just what I do on YouTube. That's what I do in my real life. You get none of that from me. I don't change who I am. I am who I am.
Clear and
I
away.
will not respond.
Mm-mm.
TC's known me for years. Have I not been the
You have been the same ever since. Ever since. Classy, straight up, straight no chaser.
Very blunt.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Yeah. Never bother anybody. No. Mm-mm. Same way. And you don't yeah, so I'm not dealing, and I'm definitely not going to be in the presence of people that talk in a disparaging, disgusting way, because I wasn't put here for that.
Okay, hold on one second because you got another good one coming up. Hold on.
Oh, okay, good.
Is that you, Auntie Donna girl?
Oh yeah.
Knock, knock. Ding
Who
Who
that?
dong.
is it?
Grand
Knock
rising.
knock. Who that?
It's the Sagittarius goddamn queen come stepping up through this mug this morning.
She
Okay,
Hey,
definitely
what we
took your
talking about?
medicine. She
you better go,
definitely took her
girl.
medicine this
Hey,
morning.
the 19th right
And
around the corner. Dip it, do it, dip it, do it, dip it, do it.
dip it, and doing it, girl.
Girl, if you didn't wake up, we are now, okay?
I mean, heck, hell,
Hey,
I mean,
Auntie Donna, you sound good.
yeah,
I'm
Auntie
I'm
Donna.
so happy. Y'all continue on. My apologies. I just wanted to say um Grand Rising, but I'm gonna go on mute. Keep
That was a
talking,
good intro,
cause honey,
girl.
I believe in myself that you have to be worthy of me. So I gotta
Ooh,
get
ooh.
myself together. I'm getting myself together for this king. I think the Lord got in my life before I go to glory. But y'all
I
keep
know that's
talking.
right. Amen, amen, and amen again. Okay, yeah. So I just want to
I
say
just go
about
ahead.
submission. Just submission. I think that submission is on both parts, and so I think that people. I don't know. Maybe the person who was reading it was dyslexic, and they just read from the left and didn't come all over to the right, or from the right to the left and didn't come over to the left. But it's both. A husband should be submissive to his wife when he sees she's better at certain things than he is, and vice versa.
I am laughing because I remember something in my home growing up. My mom and my dad. My dad, if he touches anything, he breaks it, and my mom is the one who fixes everything. So before she'll call a plumber, you'll see her going through stuff, and I'm like, "Why are you doing this? Why isn't that man?" Because I'll be like, "You got that man around there. Why isn't he doing it?" Because everything he touches, he breaks. Everything he tries to fix, because he doesn't know shit. but he wants to act like he's a man, you know. But she'll fix a pipe before she calls a plumber. You know, she'll
Okay.
fix things before she calls people in, and we used to look at it and be like, "But he's the man," you know. And she's the gentle one, you know. She'll be just, "Oh, let me see if I can do
But
this."
you
She's a
guys have put
fixer.
that label, but Carrie, have is that the way she feels, or have you guys put that label on her that she's the feminine one and he's the whatever? Is that your perception of
My
what's
mom is so
happening?
feminine.
Because I
She is
consider
so soft.
myself very,
She is.
very feminine and soft. I know it's hard to believe, but I grew up with boys. I have five brothers. So
Right.
I
Right.
completely get that, but because that to me, that brings me to the mindset of where relationships are 50-50. No, they're not. Because sometimes I need a little bit more than 50.
There
And
you go.
sometimes I need a little less than 50. So it's what each party
It's
needs
what
in the
each
moment.
person's strong what their assets are. I'll put it that way.
Right.
You
Or
know,
either what, just in the moment, what you, because today he might need 90
There you
and
go.
then I have to give him 90. Or
There you go.
tomorrow I might need 80 instead of 50.
so
So
it's
it's
all
not
about
always
supporting each
50-50.
other.
It's just
Thank
about
you.
supporting each other. It's not always
Yeah,
going to be equal. It's just simply not. That's just reality.
that man messed up a lot of my stuff. I'm not even gonna lie.
So, I
Eh,
You had
mean,
to
you
hide
just have to
stuff from
approach your
him.
relationship on what your relationship is and not put a blanket on it based on what somebody else is experiencing because we are all individuals. And you have to be a whole person first. You can't go into a relationship saying, well, this person is going to make me whole. No, you got to go in whole already.
That's right.
Right. Amen.
Hey, TC, how did Red Wing said you made him cry? I don't even understand. Red
No.
Wing did something different. You hear me?
Yes, but he was right on point when he said that he brings his check to his wife, and I can understand that in some cases there are some men that do.
If you're a man who's not responsible with finances and you let her handle the finances, I don't have a problem with that.
Exactly, and
Let me
and,
ask
and
you a question because I've heard people say they do this, and people have been doing this from way back. So, like, does she give
Right.
him how much he is supposed to spend for the month or the week or
That's how
something
it
like
used to
that,
work for my grandparents. My grandfather used to bring my grandmother his whole check.
and just hand over the
Right.
check?
And
Because
no
I remember
bills went
that.
unpaid. Everything was, some men did that back. I got a lot of women in my family who do the finances because to
The
make sure
woman was
everything
generous,
was paid on time. We're
there
right?
good
you
to
go.
reassure this
Food was
man. I
always in the
got this
house,
house. I'm going,
right?
we got this. You don't have to worry about, you know, a notice on the door, the lights going off, or them repoing the car like how they doing nowadays. It was different.
And to me, and for me, I just don't want to deal with balancing the checkbook and paying the kids' tuition. So I let my husband handle it. And
There
that's
you go.
fine.
Okay.
My car has never come back declined. Every
Okay.
time I flip a switch, the light come on. So that's what works in my house. Could
Right.
I handle the finances if I had no other choice? But again, I've been very transparent. My husband and I are a May December relationship. He's quite older than me, but he's not technologically savvy. So stuff
Okay.
that has to be done like that, I handle that. Matter of fact, he has his meeting for his. You guys have heard me talk about his retirement. He's meeting with his job today to sign all those official paperwork because February 1st is the end of the line for him. So of course,
Oh,
all those technical things that had to be done, I did them for him
there you
because
go.
he's just not one who, and unfortunately, he's not interested in learning it either. So I
Understood.
do it.
Not when
I'm
he can call you. Shit.
and see
Right.
that's the thing is that the two individuals have to come together and they decide on their union and what their union is going to look like, and
Right.
they grow from there, and people always say, well, the man is supposed to do this and then the woman is supposed to do that, and that's
Nope. You can't
poppycock,
put blankets
and
on there. You can't put
never.
blankets on there. You cannot because there are just certain things that aren't going to work for everybody.
There
They
you go.
just are not.
Yeah, but he was a
I,
good he's a good cook though. Yeah, he was very good at that.
and see, my husband, I do most of the cooking, But some of his favorite meals, although he makes my kitchen a disaster, which I hate, can't nobody in this world make greens like he can. Can't
Okay.
nobody in this world make his tacos. Can nobody
Okay.
in this world make his pasta? Now the drawback to that again is like a hurricane came through my kitchen, but I cook 99% of the time. But sometimes, like Thanksgiving just passed, I cooked everything, but I'm like, babe, we need your greens though.
There you go.
So it's a happy medium. You
Right.
just have to find your happy medium. You
With
can't go
that
off of,
person.
well, this worked in this relationship and this is how should be. That's where you get hung up. No, what
Right.
should be is what works for the both of you.
There you go.
I
That
agree.
household. That's right.
And as
And I
much as
remember
I
T.
talk on
Danielle.
here, I'm actually a lot, despite what my personality shows on here, I'm actually a lot more submissive than somebody would ever think I am.
I was getting ready to say T. Danielle. Remember back in the day when we were over in another chat,
Uh-huh.
and remember we used to, because I used to say that I think that a wife should cook for their husband. A wife
But
should
why he
cook.
can't cook for me?
But
I
no,
know exactly.
no. Remember when I was saying that? I was saying that
Uh-huh.
in some thigh high boots or something like that, right? You remember we used to have those crazy
Yeah,
discussions.
absolutely.
And one thing about you, because listen, sometimes you got to add a little spice to that. Like you said, he can cook for you, and you can cook for him.
But
And
you know what? Even with that, you still have to find my husband. He's old. He don't need all that.
right,
He
You're
won't
gonna
need the
stop
way I
calling that
came.
man old. You are gonna stop. He's older than you and leave it at that. Do not be
right.
calling down old on this man.
He's
Go
He is
ahead.
seasoned.
happy.
He's seasoned.
He is happy
Mature.
with the way that I came into this world. He don't need all that.
I
He
Okay.
don't need costumes and
Right.
heels and all of that. Because when I used to try to do that, he's like, baby, I don't care nothing about all that.
At the
Wow,
end of
you
the day,
lucky.
He just
listen.
wants it for
Lucky.
you. Okay.
And because I
Come
tell
on.
him now, I'm like, babe, you done messed my hair up. He said, girl, I ain't thinking about your hair. Don't blame your hair on me. I didn't touch your hair.
Oh, and that ain't the. I see. That's what I'm talking about. Real.
Because if you remember, I don't know if you guys saw it, because that shaky teeth over there was talking about how older men don't want sex. I said,
That's
no, you the only older man who don't want sex. Let me tell you something. You guys hear me speak about my daughter. My daughter was conceived when he was 50.
oh, okay. How about
So
that?
don't I promise you he would live. Oh God, this might sound a little
50
horrible.
is not old, but keep going.
That's
He
Yeah,
true.
my
he
yeah, my
would
baby
live.
sister was born around that time when my dad was in his early 50s. Mm-hmm.
Trust me and believe me, that seasoned man would live inside my cooch if I let him to.
Oh,
Let him do
Baby!
it. So
okay.
don't say talking about nothing about
Let me get my
old
mom
women. What
on.
old women don't want.
They
Okay.
don't know.
There
You
you
know, a
go.
lot of women don't get to experience that. Speak, sister, speak.
Okay. Come on now, T. Danielle. All
I
right.
don't have companions because you're not willing to be quiet and just listen. It's not about everything. Doesn't have to be an argument. My
Mhm.
thought process is this: I'm gonna do what I want to do anyway, right? So why I'm arguing with you about it? So he say what he gotta say.
Well, that is where we both that's where we agree on the same thing right there. Because why am I arguing with you? I know I'm gonna do
Right.
what I said I was gonna do.
I
know
know
Anyway,
he
what it
says stuff, and I look at him, okay, and keep on moving. The okay doesn't mean agreement. The okay just means I heard you.
I
there
heard
you go. There you go.
it. That's why I was telling you I'm a stubborn person outside of this. You are not gonna tell me what to do, especially if I know my way is the right way. Excuse me.
And even if my way not the right way, let me find out it's not the right way.
That's
Right.
me. That is me
Because
right
he doesn't do everything exactly that I tell him to do, and oftentimes he have come to me and said, "Well, babe, you were right. I knew I was right when I did it, but I'm not gonna browbeat you about it. I'm not gonna argue with you about it. You'll figure out I was right.
Right,
There you
because
go.
Why are we
about it.
arguing?
Right.
Right.
Especially if it is something you already thought out, you already, thought about the
Yes.
pros and cons of, making that decision. I'm already 10 steps ahead of you. So I'm just saying,
A
I'm gonna
quick
do
little
what I said
story,
I
and
was
I gotta go because I gotta go into the office today.
okay.
My husband, again being a seasoned man, he has a little bit of high blood pressure. So I buy Coricidin for his cold. He literally, I bought, there's a daytime and a nighttime. I have said, baby, the orange one is for the daytime. Think of it as sunshine, orange sun. The darker one is the nighttime. Seems simple enough, right?
Right.
So I'm out. He calls me. He's like, babe, this medicine keeps making me go to sleep. Which one are you taking? He's like, well, I took the green ones. I said, well, that's why it's making you go to sleep because it's the nighttime ones. That's my life, y'all. Now, how hard is it for you to figure out
Man,
sunshine, dark nighttime? It's
There you
not
go.
that difficult.
well,
But
you
he
Right.
know they're
calls me for
babies when
stuff
they're
like
sick.
that. Yes, and that's I'm like,
So,
this what you calling me for?
and you just gotta do what you gotta do.
But I wouldn't change it for the world.
I know
Exactly.
that's right. That's
And you
what's up.
sometimes you gotta call and remind him, like, okay, remember I said the orange. Now, did you take the
No,
orange
I'm
one
going to
yet?
keep on letting him. No, I'm gonna keep on letting himself be
No,
drowsy. No,
no, no.
no, not gonna do that. Not at all.
Until he learns, but no.
He's never
You
gonna
learn.
learn. I'm giving. No, he won't. He's not, and I'm okay with that too.
I am done.
No, he's not gonna learn. He's not.
Man, they are babies when
No.
they're sick. So just
Yes.
imagine them taking a little instructions about how to take a pill. Child,
What I have
Mm.
learned, I just leave it on our bathroom. I just leave the pills on their way. There's no thinking. And when he
Oh,
tries to
okay.
think on his own, when he tries to go out on his own and figure it out, then that's when he messes up. And I let him do it. Just like with
for
kids, you
certain
have to let
things,
them
right?
touch it. You got to let them touch it to realize it burns. So if he gets it, fine. If he does, he about to retire, so who cares if he sleeps? I already told my higher ups I'm coming in this office every day because I'm not staying at home with him all day because I'm gonna be his cook, I'm gonna be his concubine, I'm gonna be the maid.
No, T Dandel, really? You already putting that in motion?
Baby, come on, TC. If I'm at home with him, he get an itch. Come on upstairs with me real
Oh,
quick.
ooh,
No, I got to
ooh.
Oh,
work.
So,
right,
So no,
right,
I'm going in
right.
the office.
so
Okay.
just I hope he must have had plans like for things he's gonna do while he's retired. Did he already decide that?
Right now he's just going to relax for a few months, and
Okay,
then he said then he'll figure out.
pick
But
up
right now,
hobbies.
yeah, he's been on his job 36 years, so he deserves
Wow.
relaxation time.
Nice.
And
Okay,
I told you
well
I'm
he'll be
taking him to
relaxing in
Italy.
that bed with you a lot. And then, don't let the age fool you guys. Some people be talking about men are old, they don't want to do nothing anymore. You
No,
just got
he's
to
not that at
be.
all. He
It's
still
No.
goes
real
to
work.
the gym. Come on, he got a woman
Yeah, I
that's
was going to
17
say,
years
especially,
younger than him,
yeah,
so
especially
he
them
got to
healthy
get
ones.
on.
Them
I know
Taking
healthy
take.
ones,
someone who
honey.
had a child at age 70. So
There
I'm
you
just
go. Taking good
girl.
care of himself. Doing.
Girl,
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's
Wow.
not all about age, it's about, your desire, your body, your fitness, your health,
It's your
sex
mentality.
you don't just
It's the
get off of
mentality.
sex because you get to a certain age. There's no switch that says, okay, I'm gonna switch off now.
No. Mm-mm. As a matter of fact, it gets better and better.
Better when you're older,
I will
child.
say that.
T
Hey,
Daniel has
have
to drop. Let me just say quickly, thank you so much, T Daniel, for coming up because she said she's going in the office. She had to leave.
Thank you, T.
yes,
Right.
Daniel.
So thank you, T Daniel.
yes. Thank you for your presence.
And you're right, TC, because to me, when you get older, you done already been out there, or
Mm,
some people have experienced things. So to you younger people, when you're talking about old people and stuff, I get a good giggle and a good laugh because half y'all haven't even had an orgasm yet or met anybody that you had a real good
mm,
chemistry with. I kind of
mm.
pity some of you, but I understand that's a waste of my time because most of you don't even care about anything like that. You're just there for the
But see, it's a situation. I
action.
believe that they don't miss what they can't miss what they've never had,
Right,
and that's
right.
sad
That's
that they
Mhm.
sad.
haven't had those
Yes.
experiences.
Right. That right. That's what I was saying. Some of them don't even. never had. They are not even looking forward to that. That's not what their thing is. But look, I'm growing old gracefully. Thank the Lord. Um,
Amen.
and like I said, I'm ready to celebrate another year on Earth. I got a lot I'm going to be facing. We all got a lot we're going to be facing in this world the next
Yes.
upcoming years.
Yeah.
So I'm building my strength from within. Have a
Mm.
little fun over here on YouTube or whatever, whatever. But
But
I'm working
but you
on my
step
inside.
away, right?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
There you
I
go.
gotta I gotta stay focused. And I have to learn that some people that don't want to move in the direction I'm moving in, I have to let their hand go. How the Lord say, take your hand off of them, or they got to take their hand off you. You got to let them take their hand off you so you can move on. So
There
that's the
you
stage
go.
I'm in now.
Oh,
Oh. Okay.
these people are different. Because even with my own
Yes,
child,
ma'am.
when my son when my son was home, and I was standing on the porch, and he and his girlfriend were leaving out, and she just walked to the car, and he walked to the. I was like, okay, we're not doing that. That you never seen your father have me open the door, and I told her, I said, you better require of him make sure you get in this car safely before he
There
sit
you
his
go.
butt down.
Right.
And then,
Gone
of
are
course,
those
she's
days.
looking at me astonished because she's like, is she really going against her son? It's not against my son. My son knows better.
Right.
And I
And if
told
she
her,
doesn't
I don't
command a
care if,
certain type of respect, she's not
right.
going to get it.
And I
Or
told
how
her,
she
I
needs to be
said,
treated.
being my son or not, you don't let my son or anybody else treat you and not make sure that your safety is his priority when you out with him. So
That's
the
right.
requirement of these people these days is just not the same.
No, there are no requirements actually,
Yeah,
except
and I,
for something in between the legs.
and you can get that from anywhere.
Dime a
Not hard
dozen.
to get. That is not hard to get. And I promise you, I won't, girl. It's good, but not to the detriment of my dignity.
Mm. Wow. Detriment, not to the detriment of my dignity. Hmm.
It's just not. You just gotta. And then I credit a lot of them with my father and my brothers. You not gonna treat me bad.
Right.
That's why it's important. And I don't mean to, sound old fashioned. It's important for girls to have quality fathers in their lives because that is truly the first man you fall in love with, and that sets the precedent as to what you accept from a man. At
Right.
least I can say that's what worked in my life.
Hmm. That's right. My father, my uncles, my
Yeah,
cousins. Yes, Lord. Listen, there was a time like in the
I
South,
agree.
folks.
Mhm.
My uncle would be like, "Look, if it's cold, he would go outside. My father, they would go outside, crank up the cars, and warm up the cars before we even get in the car. Make
because
sure
that's the way it's supposed to be.
right
Yeah,
on. Make sure it's
my,
warm
my mother
before
wasn't going out getting the ice and shoveling the snow off the car. None of
Uh,
that. My mother
uh,
never did stuff like that.
no, ma'am.
Well, actually, back in my day, I guess I'm going to show how old I am. Mother didn't even have to go get milk. It was delivered, the milk, cheese, and the bread, all that was
Mm.
delivered right there to the stoop in South Philly. I don't know about nobody else, but my mom, we had a milkman.
Yes, we did. Yep.
It was also rumored that that was my dad, but that was a lie. That was just something my sisters and brothers, they teased me because I happened to be lighter than everybody else, and the milkman was a white man. But
You,
and he's not my daddy, y'all. My daddy is my.
Always heard those milkman stories. Oh my God.
I was a kid
Oh
and put the
Lord.
milkman on. And for a long time when I was little, I used to think, Mommy, they got daddy as daddy, and you did it with the milkman, and I got a different daddy. But then as I grew up, I realized that was their joke on me to get back at me. That my dad is my dad, but I just happen to be the butt of the joke because
mm,
I was
Oh,
lighter than the
lighter,
rest.
lighter.
But
Right.
yeah, but my thing I like to say is, and I'm blessed that in my family, yes, my mother, father was married. I was in a three family adult because my grandmother lived with us. She wasn't getting away with nothing. But for my
Whoa.
family members, my family members that probably didn't have the dad in their life or the mom in their life, my family was the type of family that gathered around that village. It was the village. We
Yep.
made sure that child had a man, whether it was your uncle, grandfather, whatever, was in that boy's life to show him that way.
Yep.
Same for a female. We
Mhm.
got the aunties. My name of my channel is not my name of this channel because I want to be everybody auntie. This is my journey. This is what I love in life, and this is why my channel name is this. And that's what I stand in because I've been a village for children and for the loved ones in my family when they don't have it. See, that's what these kids don't have nowadays because too many of them is competing. Why do I got to compete with you? Because what you want is what you want, what I want is what I want. But what? I feel like they're going to get it together after a while. They going to have no choice but to bond together.
Well, you know what? It's just the actual the foundation is just shaky these last few generations, and I believe that's why things have changed. I love the fact that my mom was retired and my children didn't have to go to daycare. So some of those old school values, they weren't
Mhm.
just a part of an income, which some daycares have become. My mother still to this day is very involved with my children, and I can't even credit myself with a lot because we were working and had careers. A lot of the foundation that my children and values that they have now came from my parents and my grandparents because
Okay.
that's whose stead they were left in while we worked.
There you go.
I am very happy I had my grandma in my life. Matter of fact,
Absolutely.
she's the one who pretty much raised me when I was a baby.
Yeah.
When my mom, had to go back to work, she's the one who took care of me. It's not that, my mom just didn't want to have me just staying with anybody,
Was
no
staying with
daycare
anybody.
or
And my
going.
mother
So she had to
insisted.
make that decision. And it's not like she lived close by, you know? So we
Right.
had to be there. And, when she could see us on the weekends until, she got it together and stuff, for us to start
That's
school.
the village. That's
Right.
the
So my
village.
grandma said, you better send her to me because she didn't feel comfortable leaving me with, like neighbors or,
Yep.
daycare or whatever. She felt better knowing that I was with my family,
You
That's how
know,
my
my
that's
you
how
aunt
my
know,
was
mother
there, my
yeah.
was.
grandma. Right.
hmm My grandmother and mother was the same way, but my mother had a rule because my sister did get pregnant young, but he married her, whatever, whatever. But my mother, I remember when my sister got pregnant, very young, and she told my mom and dad she was pregnant. I remember the words that came out my mother's house. She said, "I raised you better. I taught you better. You
Hmm.
decided to go a different way. Now you are now going to be an adult because you're bringing a child into the world." She
Mm.
said, "All me parenting given to you is at a stop. It is now going to go for your child. I will help
Mhm.
you as far as if you're in school or work, but I'm not helping you to run the street and make another one and be
Mm.
irresponsible again. You are
Mm.
on your own, and you will
That's the
not
thing.
have my grandbaby being watched by any and everybody. I will watch her or who, whatever." And she said, "Until they can speak and talk and tell what's going on with them, the
Right.
family will be watching the child."
There
That's
you
how
go.
it's supposed
That's
to be.
right.
There it is.
That's the
There's
way it's supposed to
that's
be.
grandma talking. Okay.
Yep.
That's
Well,
right.
I'm going to bid you ladies adieu. I do have to get out of here and get this girl to school and all that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
I gotta get
So
off of
I
here
wish
too.
you the very best day as possible, as well as the chat. I'll talk to you guys soon.
And same to you, and
Same
I
to you.
appreciate you for coming up,
Same to
TT and
No
you.
worries. Bye
Danielle
bye.
and Auntie
Same to
Donna,
you,
because
T.
I'm gonna have to wrap
Okay.
up too. I
Okay.
appreciate you guys. I don't see YouTube cameras live. I'm still be
I
peeping in.
know. Is Ronnie
I
Q
don't
coming
know.
on at 7?
Yeah, she has her live schedule, so I'm waiting to
Okay,
see.
well, this ain't enough time, 20 minutes. By the time I get I'm going to go live probably later on tonight because I had the baby this weekend. So
Are you
I
gonna
was
walk?
watching a couple things. No, I cannot. Look, I've been having to run so many errands till I can't do my errands and do a 30-minute walk. I won't be, it'll shut me down. I won't be able to do nothing the next day. So I am still, I'm not able to walk the 30 minutes a day, but I am up and mobile. I get my steps in.
Okay,
I
so you're
can't
still
put,
getting your
because I
steps.
do have I'm trying to do this, but I have to. My mind tell me I can do it, but my body abilities be like, you better sit your big fat butt down somewhere.
Oh, you're
It's not
fine.
happening.
You're
So
fine.
I'm still doing my thing, but no, I'm gonna sit
Okay.
down and have a talk with my this video I'm gonna have tonight, cause honey,
Okay, we'll
Well,
be
Jesus.
there. We'll
All
definitely be
right.
there tonight.
I enjoyed you when you're doing your steps in place, and that's
Right.
listen.
Miss
Please keep
Brenda,
doing that.
Oh yes, I am. That's how I got the weight off. That's how I went from
Right, but
265
I'm
to
saying
180.
do it
I'm
on
doing it again.
do it live, please.
I'll
It,
try. I'll try.
it's
Okay, I'm gonna take my medicine.
inspiring, Auntie Donna. Seriously.
All right. Here you is. You see, Carrie, you started this shit. Good morning.
Yep,
Bye,
we'll
y'all.
see you later on. Well, let me make sure I drop Ronnie Q is about to go live in a few minutes. Let me drop her link. I
Okay,
wonder what
Ronnie.
this is about. Her title says no refunds and so alone. That sounds like a messy title. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what.
Wow.
Hold on, let me drop her link. Hold on.
But yeah, Ronnie Kelby. All right. But
There.
anyway, I said thank you for the conversation submission. And yes, Red Wings. I applaud any gentleman, who doesn't mind saying, that they give their, their check, their finances to their lady, to their wife, and that's a good thing. That she must be someone you trust. And when I say she must be, I know she's someone you trust, but obviously she does the right thing, and you guys are, that's a special union right there, beautiful union.
And you say people are supposed to understand what it means to be submissive,
Yes,
and
it goes both
it goes
ways,
both
and it
ways.
depends on the
Part
situation.
Okay, and as partners, we should both support each other, willing to be
Yes,
submissive to each other, respect each other, desire
yes.
to please each other. So it's all about you both being submissive to each other to make your other part, making sure your partner is happy,
Right, right.
trusting their judgment for the
And
most
like T Danielle said, sometimes you may have to give your partner 90,
a little bit more, right?
right, because it
Can't always be
requires
a
something
50-50
that's happening. And you know I
when they
know
may
that
forget
when,
that. Right,
right.
and that is where the whole idea of being, able to compromise comes in. Find a middle ground, and some
Well,
working on what
in
your
life is,
strong points are. Go ahead, TC, if you
when
have.
life is lifing, sometimes somebody in your family may pass away.
Yeah,
Say your mom passes away, your father passes away, so the spouse is gonna have to step up and give, you
right,
gonna have to give 90, because now
right, because you
you
won't
have
have
your
that
spouse
50-50 to
who's
give.
in mourning over their child or over their sibling or over a loved one, their mom, their dad. It's
Yeah,
life is lifing. It's
yeah,
real. Stop with the baby. I'm not gonna. You gotta give me some too. And no, no, that's that temper tantrum, little baby BS. At the end of the day, God gonna bless you. Don't worry about it. When He sees you doing from the heart, don't worry. So yeah, life is lifing, and we just have to, understand. Sometimes we're gonna have to give 100, and sometimes our spouse may be depleted, just gets knocked down,
right,
and needs somebody to help them to get up,
right. Well, that's true. You can't
in a
always be
friendship
50-50 in a
as well as a
relationship.
friendship, and other things. So
Yeah.
you know and of
Well,
course you have to put everything in perspective, but
gotta get
that's,
off of here.
yeah. Anyway, all right, go ahead, and I will let you, finish up. But Carrie,
Hmm.
Carrie,
I'm listening.
listen to me carefully, okay?
All ears. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
I am all ears. Go ahead, girl. I'm afraid, but go ahead.
Mhm.
Go ahead, TC.
Carrie,
Yeah.
don't listen. Listen. Okay, and that's all I have to say. That's it.
Go, no, go again. No,
Uh-uh,
you got it. All right.
I said
Okay.
it. I said it. You heard me.
Okie dokie.
You heard me. Because I know you are very intelligent.
Sometimes
and,
I am. I don't think I'm always.
and
Don't let
you
me play
read
my
and
dumb
you read very well. You don't have to hear words. See, civilized people don't always have to talk.
Okay, so I got you, TC.
Okay, okay,
Alrighty.
all right,
I got you.
okay. All right. Amen and amen and amen again. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, have a great day, everybody. Peace out. Love you. It's Monday.
But I hope you guys are hearing me. I hope the sound is okay. Um, Shout out to everyone who passed through today. I appreciate you all as per usual. We did a quiz already. So Barrett, he talking about if that's the quiz. Sometimes you gotta listen to really hear. You gotta really listen. Okay. So that was her message for me this morning. Peace to everyone. Thank you again for coming through. You didn't have to, but you did. We do quizzes in the morning. We do trivia. We do mind benders. We do riddles. We do those stuff in the morning. Yeah, we do content in the mornings and then we chat. Okay. Sometimes we just come on here and chat, but these things happen. And as usual, I appreciate everyone who comes through to support. If anyone shared the live stream, shout out to you. I appreciate you. If, shout out to my mods. Shout out to everyone who typed in the chat. Shout out to those who were out here answering the questions on the trivia this morning. Let's see what happens for tomorrow. Hoping I could get some different pictures again so we could, scrutinize and try to figure out the answers and stuff. I appreciate everyone, and I mean it, for coming through. And shout out to those who are their genuine selves on here. Give someone a strength today, Be nice to someone today. Make it your point of duty to be nice to at least one person today, okay? Do that today. And for those who I constantly remind, check on the elderly in your family, okay? Whether it means visiting them, whether it means calling them, but check on them. Check on a family member that you haven't spoken to in a while, especially if they may have, some ailment. You never know. You never know. You don't want to be checking on them at a funeral. Check on them while they are still alive. Reach out to the older folks in your family. Okay? Connect with your family. TC says hug a tree. Some of you who do not go outside and interact with the real world, go outside today. Step outside, okay? And if you didn't shower in a day or two, go bed. Go bed. Go take a shower. Go wash your nasty ass. Okay? Some of you be on here for hours and you don't shower or anything. Go take a bathe. Go wash your arse. Go brush your teeth. Do what you need to do and be clean. Practice proper hygiene. Don't get, caught up in only being here in the YouTube streets and not doing the regular. Go and shower. You hear me? TC says, check on the sick and shut it. And I mean it for real, though. And if you can do something good for someone today, like sometimes what I do, depending on where I am, or if I'm near to a fast food, well, just do stuff for people. It's not going to hurt you. If you could buy lunch for someone who is homeless today, you could do that too. Treat someone to something good today. Do something for somebody. Okay? Is there a parent who may be struggling, or maybe they're struggling and they don't even tell you? Do you want to buy a book and say, "Oh, I bought this for, whoever, whatever. I thought about her, or I thought about him and I bought this book. Are you okay with me giving it to him?" Do something nice for somebody. Something. And call and check on your family. I'm tired of saying that, but it's a real thing that sometimes some people be, doing things, living their lives and forgetting even their very own parents, not checking up on them, not calling them. Do something nice for somebody today for a change. And don't do it with the intentions of getting praised. That's not how that works. Don't do it with the intention of it's supposed to be something for you. It's supposed to be something intrinsic. It is supposed to be that. Do not look for anything from anyone when you're giving. That's just how it is. I appreciate you all for passing through, like I said before. And also for those who didn't get up and give thanks for life, you need to do that too, because a lot of people did not wake up this morning. A lot of people are mourning the grieving the loss of a loved one, and and that is why you should keep in contact with your family. Okay. All right. And that's that on that. I appreciate you all. We do what we want over here, like I say, and we will continue to do that. Okay. Ronnie, drop it again. We're getting ready for Ronnie Q to go live. Her live look like it's gonna be darn messy this morning too. I tell you that. Let me drop her link in. Hold on. If you have not yet subscribed, and that's where we'll be. For those who are new, especially to my new subbies, that's where we're going to be. Go ahead and click on that link, new subscribers. That's where we're going to be. Okay. Bye. We do what we want over here. Okay. Bye.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Hey, it's Carrie. We do what we want over here. We chill, we have open panel discussions, sing karaoke, play games, kick back, or whatever. Let's break the monotony.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very.